Hello everyone, Jules here. After doing some Games of the Year list for mid-2024 edition lately, I feel like we need to take a break a little bit with another fresh genre to delve into. And looking at how some of you love the turn-based and roguelike genre, I thought why don't we try something new by looking at the best turn-based roguelike that are worth playing even today. Some of you might disagree with my list, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, we all have our own opinion. Before we go into the list, I want to say thank you for Instant Gaming for giving me the platform to buy lots of fantastic RPGs without making me broke. Instant Gaming offers the best solution for shopping games in this modern era. Your transactions are safe and legit, and they have lots of games for your favorite platforms. And it's not just the old games or classic one. They also have new games across various genres and even the upcoming one. I mean, how often you find a discount for a pre-ordered game? With a total budget of one full price game, you can literally get multiple games on Instant Gaming. So what are you waiting for? Start shopping on Instant Gaming and don't forget to use my link in the description below. By using my link, you're not only saving tons of money, but also helping me to support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Iratus, Lord of the Death is a turn-based RPG where you step into the role of Necromancer Iratus as he battles a diverse range of enemies. The gameplay involves turn-based combat as you fight your way upwards and build a base below. While there are numerous systems in the game, none are overly complicated. The Graveyard is where you construct buildings by assigning minions, each providing buffs or bonuses, and the Chamber of Iratus serves as a hub for planning battles, creating minions, and equipping Iratus with artifacts. Othercide is a turn-based tactics game that explores themes of empathy and compassion for those who have suffered intense trauma. It's about sacrifice and hard choices, accepting failure with the knowledge that you will rise again stronger. The turn-based combat in this game can be brutal, but mastering it is intensely rewarding. While the game does suffer from some repetitive maps and technical issues, it is an impressive strategy game with an otherworldly atmosphere and a rich underlying story worth diving into. Inkbound is a roguelike game where you get one life to see how far you can progress. In this game, the combat is turn-based and takes place in small circular arenas that become more dangerous as the storms close in. At the start of each round, enemies appear and show their intentions for the end of the turn. They might attack a specific area, charge along a path, or target you directly. As a result, you need to figure out how to move to avoid these attacks while dealing damage and managing your limited movement resources. Slice and Dice is a unique blend of pixel art and 3D vector dice, merging two distant yet equally enchanting worlds. It captures the essence of classic computer games with their glowing screens and fantastic low-resolution images, while also evoking the tactical feel of wooden tabletop games. And despite its unique style and mechanics, the game's core is that of a traditional RPG. You know you're in a classic RPG when your first enemies are rats. And though the enemies are traditional, they are varied and interesting, ranging from ghosts and vampires to trolls and witches. Balatro is a straightforward yet engaging card game where the goal is to play a good hand and score points each turn. The mechanics are simple. You can discard cards to try for better options in your deck, and there are few other actions available, but at its core, it's all about playing your hand wisely. And each round you complete, you will earn upgrades that enhance your deck, including collectible jokers for passive bonuses, improved or additional cards for more strategic hands, and tarot cards for emergency actions. Caves of Cod is a science fantasy roguelike game that immerses you in a world of retrofuturism and deep simulation filled with sentient plants and ancient civilizations. The game's standout feature is its deep physical simulation. For example, if a wall is in your way, you have numerous options to overcome it. Dig through it with a pickaxe, corrode it with a gas mutation, or melt it into lava. Not only that, each wall has its own melting point, which adds layers of strategy to your exploration. Into the Bridge is a turn-based tactical game from the creators of FTL that pits your team of 3 mechs against giant kaiju monsters. In this game, each run is semi-roguelike, meaning no saving and reloading if things go wrong. Thus, every choice feels important, especially after you've played a bit and unlock new starting options. Moreover, each squad of 3 mechs has unique abilities, and as you progress, you can unlock other squads like the Blitzkrieg or the Wildermyth, which offers even more strategic options. Tales of Maj'Eyal is a turn-based RPG created by Nicholas Casalini that has its roots in Casalini's earlier work, Tales of Middle-earth. The gameplay is turn-based and takes place on a grid. You and your enemies move and act in turns, with players always moving first. And since it's a roguelike game, each time you die you must start over. However, some difficulty levels provide extra lives, allowing you to resurrect a few times. Loop Hero is an intriguing mix of idle game auto-battler, roguelike deck building, and puzzly tile placement. In this game, the combat is hands-off, with you and your enemy's stats determining the outcome. Early on, battles can be uneventful, but it soon becomes more engaging as you strategically place tiles and manage loot. Moreover, the game's roguelike progression between expeditions allows you to choose which map tiles to bring in your deck and how they synergize. This gameplay design adds depth to the game as you experiment with different combinations to optimize your hero's performance. Slay the Spire is a deck-building roguelike dungeon crawler that's quite different from traditional deck-building games. You will start with a basic deck by picking one of 3 unique characters, each with their own set of cards. A successful run to the top takes about an hour, but you should expect to die frequently. Each death teaches you something new, making you smarter and better at quickly identifying which cards and strategies will be the most effective.
Your father was there.
Wildermyth is a turn-based tactical RPG that takes you on a journey with a crew of custom-made adventurers in a fantasy world. It's a blend of strategic map exploration, tactical battles, and rich narrative storytelling. The combat is one of the highlights. You typically control a core group of 5 adventurers, with a few others rotating in and out based on injuries or secondary objectives. However, it's crucial to spread skills and weapons across your team, because relying too much on a few powerful champions can lead to disaster if they leave or fall in battle. For the King is a tabletop RPG experience that's packed with a set of rules and 6 adventures, each with its own suggested difficulty level. While the overarching stories might feel familiar, the real charm of the game lies in its ability to let you dive into the world with your trio of adventurers. Similar to older RPGs, the combat in this game is turn-based and straightforward. And while the system isn't overly complex, it provides a satisfying sense of achievement. Darkest Dungeon is a game that blends 2 distinct types of gameplay, turn-based combat with exploration and a strategic city-building element. In your hamlet, you'll focus on recruiting diverse characters and investing in various upgrades for the village. And for the combat, you will explore dungeons on a 2D plane with a party of up to 4 heroes. Each hero's placement in the lineup determines which abilities are available to them, and similarly, enemy placement influences which attacks can target them. This setup means that every combat encounter requires thoughtful strategy, which in my opinion makes this game even better. Chrono Ark is a roguelike deck builder game set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by demons. In this solo RPG adventure, humanity has retreated to the Ark, and your mission is to reactivate the clock tower to restore the world. The game is heavily emphasized on its party-based gameplay. Each playable character brings a distinct set of tactics that truly sets them apart within their roles. And unlike many roguelikes that rely heavily on RNG, Chrono Ark balances randomness with player choice, making the experience feel more controlled and enjoyable.
Brigands descend upon the company and butcher.
Battle Brothers is a strategy RPG that takes inspiration from the open-world structure of Mount and Blade. The game features turn-based combat where strategy and equipment are key. Each character in your party has stats like hit points, resolve, fatigue, and accuracy, but their equipment largely defines their capabilities. While the game doesn't advertise itself as a roguelike game, it has so many elements that resembles the genre very well, like permadeath, randomized loot, world map, and battle encounters. Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are probably other turn-based roguelikes that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your best turn-based roguelikes that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace!
Shred them down. Each action can impact the timeline.